What's up, AFM fam? It is Monday, November 4th. I'm rocking my Cabal hoodie and super excited, days away from my trek to Legions Con 2024. And I thought I would do a quick rundown of one of the things that I'm most excited for that's going to be happening at this Legions Con 2024, the Armory Experience. Now, you may have seen in my previous video where this was something I was predicting was coming based off hints that were dropped. I am super excited for this. So I thought what I would do is start off with what Jeremy Gerard of the Four Horsemen has said is going to be available to order for people that cannot or will not be attending the con at the beginning of 2025, I believe is when he said it was. There's 10 different pre-built Armory Experiences nights, and I'll show all of those. I believe it was said that any one person can only purchase one of each. There is going to be an all-in available as well, but you cannot do an all-in plus a single. It's one of each. So if you're going to do an all-in, you get nothing else. If you want to pick two red knights, you can't do it. Just one red knight of the beefy, bulky, evil red knights. So we're going to go over those first. Then we're going to go over my personal strategy, my picks, so you can see what I'm going with and the reason why. And then you're going to also see some of the parts that are going to be exclusive to the Legions Con Armory Experience, because not every single piece will be available in those pre-made pre-builds that you'll be able to buy from Store Horsemen early in 2025. And then I'm also, go ahead and look in the link. I believe it was Kirby Smith. I hope I said that right. If not, I'll correct myself with an overlay here. But I believe it was Kirby Smith that created a link where you can pre-build and visually see ahead of time your Armory Experience and what you're wanting to build. That way you have an idea before you get to Legions Con 2024, and it helps move the line along a lot faster. So I encourage you to do that. Check that out. I'm going to put it down in the link in the comments and in the description. So you can find that and also mess around and pre-build yours as well. But go on, let's go on and get going and check out what we're going to be looking at the Army Experience. I'm super excited for this and really pumped. Here we go. So what you're looking at here is the full set of 10 knights that are going to be available to purchase, I believe, off of storehorseman.com sometime in early 2025. A lot of great mix of parts here. I'm really excited. And what I'm going to do now is we're going to check them all out individually. Before I move on, I also want to mention that all of the armored arms and legs are all using the new Valiant Knight arms, so you get that extra range of motion. So here we have your Green Knight in the evil armor. Next up we have a Red Knight in more of that red shield soldier armor. Then we get the purple Gang evil armor, followed by gunmetal with black leather torso and waist. Next up we have a Green Knight in the red shield soldier armor. One of my favorites, red armored evil armor. Now this one's interesting right here because it is a nod to the origins of the Mythic Legions line. One of the first figures they prototyped was a purple knight. Now this isn't a replica, but it is a nod to it. Here we have a gunmetal knight utilizing the red shield soldier style armor. A very cool look, red armor with a red leather torso and shoulders. And last but not least, gunmetal armor with leather torso overlays. Now what I'm going to show here are the builds that I'm planning on making using Kirby's builder that he set up for members of the Cabal. And again, I'll post the link in the comments for that. First and foremost, the red soldier, red evil armor is highest on my priority list. I definitely want to build him, even though I might be able to get him in 2025. I don't want to miss out on this guy. So I'm going to build it as shown with the red armor, and I'm going to use the Gorgo style helmet because it will not be available in the pre-made figures coming in 2025. Next up is this green cloth limbed with leather overlays. I have a specific custom in mind with this one. See if you can guess, put it in the comments. The green limbs, though, will not be available on the pre-packed figures in 2025, so I definitely want to get this so I can also make the custom. Also, the black bucket style helmet will not be included in the 2025 pre-built figures. This is another one that I want to build just simply because it's the one shot at getting the red cloth arms and the purple bucket style helmet. I included the red leather armor just because I thought it looks really cool, and why not have another set of that on hand? This one, just another hodgepodge of parts that will not be coming later in 2025 for the pre-made figures. Green leather with the evil gunmetal style armor, and also that green head will not be available. So it's just a mix of parts, so I collect them all. And I'm throwing this one in too just because if I have a shot to get more than 2 per day, I want to go back and build the Green Knight. Similar reasons as the Red Knight I have in the pre-build. Just didn't want to miss out on this really cool looking figure. Now these next 4 screens are showing parts that are only going to be exclusive to the Legions Con Armory Experience. Feel free and pause to check it out so you can think about what you want to do with your builds. This may or may not be complete, but I'm pretty darn certain it is all accurate, and none of these will be included in 2025. So thanks for checking it out. I'd love to hear your thoughts, what you're planning on building. Check out the link in the descriptions for the builder Kirby made, and see you at Legions Con.